Meeting Rocket. This movie is on Onyii TV. It features Johnny Kina. We have Onyii, we have Chioma Nwosu, and a whole lot. We even have Nanaya, the Ghanaian guy in this movie as well. So yeah, so let me give you a quick recap of this movie. It talks about a lady who has been mourning the late husband, only for the husband's mother to come in and give her a tough time in her home. According to the mother, this woman killed her son, and the son owns the property, owns the estate, practically owns everything. So she wants everything back into her name. And because of that, if the woman doesn't do that, she's going to throw her out. But of course, the thing or the properties are all in the woman's name as well, and she has no right. So she now contacted this child who came in to support and help this young lady after she went colus. Yeah, she was mentally deranged, or should I say mad. So as she was mad and being cared for by this tout, the woman is also planning to change everything in her name to her own name. So yeah, that's practically what this movie talks about. The torture she went through in the arms of her mother-in-law is something that makes up this movie. Now let's talk about the cast. Starting with John Leah. He came in later on in the in the house, because as times goes on and the treatment from the woman made the young lady to go really mad, or she couldn't just sustain. Her mental health became worse, so she ran mentally, and that was how come John came into the picture. And whilst John was trying to just care and make sure that this mentally deranged young lady is okay in the house, he found out that things are not as opposed to how this woman explained it to him. This mentally deranged girl is actually a sweet soul, and him acting as a rugged person was really interesting to see, because he was an illiterate, but he had conscience. He was just trying to survive. So he was doing everything to survive. I mean, he was being paid by this woman to come in and just make sure that the mad girl continued to be mad, but make sure that she's being taken care of, whilst making sure that she continued to be mad. Basically, controlling her, controlling the madness. That's what he was supposed to do. I think with John, I don't like what he did in this movie. To be frank, the aspect where he was speaking PG, as if he didn't study the PG. The PG is not like the normal Nigerian pidgin. He had a twist to the pidgin that he was speaking, and which was something that I did not like. Acting wise was cool, but the pidgin speaking was questionable for me. That was something. I wasn't buying that part of his acting. Let's talk Onyii. Onyii, who guys? Onyii has improved in her acting so much. She has really, really improved. A year or 2 years ago, if you say Onyii movies are good, I would say nah, because for me, if you can be able to convey your emotions towards your viewer, I think you're a good character or a good actor. Onyii in this movie, she was mad. The scene that made it to the top of all of it in this movie was where she confronted her in-law. She shouted, she cried, she showed a lot of emotions, and explained to the in-law that, you know what, this is not the time for all things that you have been doing to me. Everything that you thought I was wrong, rather it's your son. Your son was cheating, the property is mine. I just wanted him to feel like a man, so making him the co-CEO of my business. I mean, look, if you watch that scene, that was really lovely. Onyii was really good in her role in this movie. The only downside from Onyii is her costume. I'm talking about her makeup and the hair. Ooh, I was wondering and asking myself, what came into her mind to use these wig braids? The wig braids were making her look like she's in her late 50, no, not 50, late 40s. If you look at her and look at, Chioma and Nwosu, there was no difference in their face. Unlike if Chioma would have done makeup, her face and Onyii less would have been the same. Because I was like, why? What prompts her? You are a business mogul. You are rich. You are doing very well, and you are dressing like somebody who is an old lady. Makeup, guys, costume is in the garbage. This is not it. That was a big L for this movie. And then we talk about Chioma also. Chioma was actually fantastic. She was a standout actor in this movie. She stood out 100%. Ooh, this in-law was wicked. This in-law did not care. I mean, her actions can be justified because she thought that everything belongs to her late son. So she has the right to take everything away from the wife, and the son worked hard to get everything. So why would the wife be taking or eating from where she did not work for? I mean, she kind of have a point. But as an in-law, Chioma was so fantastic. You have to watch it to look. Her character was so irritating to the point that I was like, whoa, this woman should take it easy on her daughter-in-law. That was a lot. Chioma was fantastic. Her costume was also on point. She was actually mourning. So I didn't expect makeup or good hair from her at all. But then notwithstanding, her boo she was wearing, even some hair in some scenes were good. Yeah, I mean, Chioma, her acting alone was really, 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 really sweet. So that for sure, I like that a lot. Talking about cinematography, nah, I'm not a fan. This is not what I like. And then talking about how tiny the frame size of the movie is also questionable. I'm like, nah, everything becomes just tiny. Then let's talk about the beginning of this movie as well. The first two scenes, there were mistakes in the editing, and I was like, why was that the case? John Ekanem was wearing black singlet. Then in that same in that same scene, he was wearing a black shirt. So black shirt, black singlet. In that same scene, whilst he was going to steal the file. So I'm like, this is a big leg down. This is when you are rushing to just post your movie in every week, like you guys to take your time and make the movie. If it is once in 2 weeks or even 3 weeks, I mean, that'll be fine. You could be making a movie every week. Yeah, so that was a big letdown. But I mean, in all, it's a good storyline. Mother-in-laws who do not know how their children started life with their spouses and thinking, oh, my son did everything, my son did this, my son did that. Yeah, it's a good storyline. It wasn't just done well for me, in my opinion. Rating it, I'm going to give it a 3/10. If interested in watching Meeting Rocket, it is showing on Onyii TV. Do well to watch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.